So this is what I'm learning so far. One, don't eat anything rotten anymore. Even little bites is gonna make you sick. The canned food, that's the unknown canned food, don't eat that. It's gonna make you sick. Uh, I just cooked some fish. I ate 3 pieces of fish. It did not raise my water level whatsoever. So that's what's going on with a lot of this new stuff. A lot less to eat in the way it affects you. I found like 2 mushrooms all day that were good to eat. See? Watch my water. Oh, it went up a minute. See, it's not. Oh, my water went up because I wasn't running. But my water's not being affected my hydration by eating. I stop running, it'll go up. While you're running, it ain't. I'm at the top of the map trying to make my way to Tizzy. Not quite at the top, but I'm up there. Oh yeah, I know where I'm at. Hey, them 4 fish fillets, it's like it didn't do nothing to my food supply. I don't want to run into any wolves. I only got one shotgun shell. I got other bullets in there for my rifle, and I got a Glock with a box of bullets with no magazine. If I'm up on something, it won't be no problem, but standing in the open be a little harder. I had to find me one of these to get on really quick. I don't need anything, so I don't need to go look for anything. Just need to get where I'm going. I got so far down this way. Don't take much to get off track. Running for 5 minutes in the wrong direction, get you way off. Mr. Blaze. Only had one shotgun shell, so and it was a single shot. Wait a minute, did I get turned around? I think I did. I checked my map. I think it's checked my compass, I mean, not my map. I think I need this anymore. I don't believe I'm gonna find that. Compass. That one. I don't know where I just was. Is it? I think so. Is it? Yeah, I think so. No, I ain't got no snack. Usually you show up, you bring your own. Yeah, you can have cereal. All right. Well, I'll be up a while. Uh-uh. Yeah, a can of Coke. Starting to get a headache. I played a lot today because of the wife, trying to get where I can get set up. I got killed the first. I was doing good, but I didn't go far enough north, and I was staying too close, too much to the south. You see? Yeah, yeah, that's fine. I was staying too close to the south, where they had a lot of people at. And when I seen where I was at, I'm like, shit, man, I don't want to be right here. This is not a good spot. And that I was liable to get killed there. Okay. All right. Never see a candy bar right there. Huh? Yogurt? No. No, I don't even make coffee no more. Only time I drink coffee is with my girlfriend makes it for me. That's it. So she's got a Keurig at her house. She'll make me coffee, bring it to me, and over here she'll make coffee and bring it to me. But that's it. I don't drink coffee otherwise. Yeah, it's sitting right there. Okay. I hear a bear. Trying to catch a pot. I need some boots too. Shoes ain't no good. Wasn't nothing around
No,
her.
I heard doors slamming.
Oh, when that I don't know. I think I did it.
How you do is eat,
Man,
man.
that's what you get. I can't eat the mushrooms. I can't eat. They cut out a lot of stuff for what you can eat. So now it's forcing you to have to cook more.
You had to get Valentine's.
Things are good between me and her. It's just I don't bug as much about. Look, I need to see you.
The
I'm
arrow.
tired. I'm tired. I just don't feel like it.
The arrow.
Arrows moving.
Yeah, it's supposed to moving.
Oh,
As
I
he
see
moves
it.
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I see it. I see it shaking.
It's like real quick, man.
I'm not cooking because I gotta eat. I'm wet. I made the fire to dry up,
Two bones, yeah, two stones.
so I don't get sick. I'm almost where I need to be. I'm almost to tizzy.
Shannon bought me some really nice pants and
Yeah,
shirt.
yeah,
She didn't want to buy a lot more, and I was just like, I had to tell her, I get anxiety when she buys me stuff because
yeah,
I told her, I said, I'm not in shape,
yeah.
and I want to lose a lot of this fat.
Right,
So it makes me not feel comfortable.
right,
Not that I'm not comfortable. It doesn't look good on me.
right. I understand.
To me, it
Yeah,
doesn't look good.
yeah.
I got really wide hips and thighs,
Right,
my ass, and when I'm buttoning them up, everything's tight
yeah.
in the midsection right here.
I can't even. I don't even need to wear my belt, man. I'm so my pants are so tight.
I said I need to lose some weight.
Yeah,
I'm stupid fat.
yeah. Me too.
I said I need to walk. I need to get my knees used to this stuff. I need to start doing it. I said, 'cause I don't
Look,
know.
hey, look. The older you get, it's like Trump, man. I don't understand Trump. The man don't sleep. The man's on TV all day, every day. He's here, he's there. I'm like, Jesus Christ, the dude's 80 something years old. Of course, he probably get him some good shots or something. But they got people on the whistle blowing on us. I said they had Biden doped up all the time.
They give him fucking speed
Yeah,
already.
he had him. They had him on that cocktail that they used to give Hitler when Hitler gave them speeches. Dar, dar, dar. He was all hyped up, man. That's
Yeah, with
Biden. Yeah, then the drugs were wear. See, they gave him the drugs too early for that debate, and they wore off right when the debate started. And
Yeah,
he crashed. You could see it,
yeah,
and I think they did that on purpose because they encouraged him to go do that. Okay,
yeah,
they wanted him out,
yeah. You
and
want him
and
to
they
be
they
embarrassed.
sabotaged him. You see,
Yeah,
they go like, "Oh, you'll be fine," and he fucked it up so bad, and they go like, "Oh, you got to go."
yeah. Damn.
He's like, "I don't understand. I mess up one time and I got to go." They're like, "No, you've been fucked up the whole time."
Yeah,
They know that you can't see. When Biden ran, he said, "I'm not going to run for the if I win, and for the next election, I'm not running. I'm only because I'm too old."
yeah,
Well, when the election came, he wouldn't step down, and they go like, "We know you're fucked up. You won't quit. There's no way you can do another 4 years." Said to force him out,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And then they were afraid because he would refuse to do it for so long that right at the last minute they didn't have time to have a primary for the people to vote on to see who they wanted to take his place.
Yeah,
So they were stuck with throwing Kamala in there,
yeah,
and they was like, we can't get rid of her either because that's gonna make us look racist because she's black and she's
mixed,
stupid. Yeah,
mixed black chick.
the Democratic Party's finished because all the people that's been in that party for the last 40 years. They're old. They're fixing to die. They not 85 years old. You know, Nancy Pelosi walking around with a walker. Some of the other people is just drooling on themselves. It's set up to where you can't get rid of them, and they need to have term limits. Like a president has a term limit, 2 terms, you out. Okay, and that's not in the Constitution. That's an amendment to the Constitution. They did that in 1957. They added that you could only do 2 terms.
Yeah,
Before that, they could do three,
for
four.
change.
Yeah, they could do 3, 4 terms before that.
Yeah. Well, also back
So,
then,
so because they changed it,
yeah.
it can be changed again. You see,
They changed the Constitution.
but they add to the. You can't
You go
change
back,
it.
You can add to it.
You can add to it
Yeah.
an amendment
Yeah.
to this. It says this. Well, we're going to amend it to this,
Yeah.
but they can't take anything away.
That's the word amend is you're amending to or yeah. All right.
You see how he carries the saw in the backpack now?
Yeah. It's good. You shot it. It might hit the saw.
Yeah, well, it does because I had the shovel on my back when I got shot one time. It ruined the shovel. So the shovel, I kept hearing tank. I was running and I could hear him shoot, and I'd hear tank, tank, tank. They were hitting that shovel because the shovel was ruined. I was like, shit. My gloves were ruined. Everything was. My backpack was ruined.
It's good just to keep 2 shovels on your back.
Yeah,
Like armor
some
plate
extra
back.
armor. Because I had the chainmail shirt, I had the plate carrier, and then I had the shovel on my back.
Yeah.
And the first time they shot me. The second I got hit, I took off running. And I was so heavy, man, I couldn't run. And that second shot knocked me out. I thought I was dead. I thought they were gonna finish me off.
Yeah.
And I come to, and I hauled ass, and I made the tree line. But they were shooting at me. They were panicking, when they were shooting, and it wasn't an automatic. It was a bolt action because it was tight. Pow, pow, pow. Calling the Mosin,
Yeah.
and but I kept hearing those 3 shots, tink, tink, tink. And then I made it into the tree line. I was zigzagging between the trees, and I got hit one time. Blood flew, but it didn't knock me out. And I finally made it behind a bush, pulled out my 357, and just pow, 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 pow. And then I pulled out my shotgun, boom, boom, and then that was to make them stop. And then I bandaged up, and I signed out
Yeah.
because I wanted to keep the shovel.
Yeah.
I had been looking for a shovel for a week. Oh, we had to go all over the map looking for a fucking shovel. I'm like, I'll be damned if I'm gonna lose this shovel, because I was building the base,
Right.
and I had everything for the base except something to dig with. And I'm like, I'm not losing. Fuck it, I'm leaving out. You get my shovel, and it was pristine, but when I signed back in, it was badly damaged, and you can't sharpen that sucker. It was just good enough to me to dig the 4 posts I needed to dig. Or it might have just been damaged. It might not have been badly damaged. But anyway, it lasted me for what I needed it to do. I'm like, fuck, I'm trying to protect my shovel.
So let me ask you.
Okay.
So in today's technology, in today's tools,
Yeah.
the mathematics that we have
Yeah.
now,
Yeah.
if you was to go back 300 years,
Yeah.
would you say the math is the same?
Well, math never changes.
Right, but I feel if you go back to the 1900s or 1800s
Yeah.
in a school learning of education of math,
Yeah.
math versus the math now. So like if you third grade now, they're doing multiplication, subdivision, and stuff now.
Yeah. Yeah. We didn't do that when I went to school.
1800s, they didn't even
Right.
at that grade level.
Right.
You didn't start it. You might have started getting into that.
Well, let me tell you something about school. School used to be certain things. It was more when you went to school. It was more to learn how to be a person.
Etiquette.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, you learned some things,
Right.
but they only had so many professions back then. You could be a lawyer. You could be a doctor.
Right.
That was it. They didn't have nothing else.
Right.
Okay. When black people integrated, everything has been designed in this country to discriminate against black people. Oh, you need a diploma for this job.
Right.
Oh, you need this for that job. Oh, they make
They made it loose.
they make it difficult for the black people to get a good job.
Right.
They didn't want them to join. They didn't want this. They didn't want that. You see, everything you've got that's difficult is to keep the black people out. That's it. That's why it's not like that in the rest of the world. Because and people go like, well, this country's like this, and this country's crime is like, yeah, that country doesn't have any black people or Mexicans in it. It's pure white.
Right.
You know, that's why they don't have the problems like that we have.
Yeah. So what I was saying is that.
I mean, I can't tell you. I don't know how to math
Well, I
it.
was just thinking about it, like, because you got to take the education back. Women were not allowed to learn or be educated.
Right?
Because
Well, there was no need for it
reason
because they
that,
stayed
right.
at home, you
Right.
see?
So, in considering the jobs and opportunities, either you're a farmer, a lawyer, a doctor,
Yeah.
and if you didn't do that, you was a hired hand, a framer,
Right.
or, you know, your
Yeah.
basic second grade, third grade equivalent
Yeah.
education.
And that was,
You could read a ruler, okay, good.
Yeah.
And that was it. You know?
and tradesmen that handed down. The father taught his sons.
Yeah,
That's how it was.
Yeah, you want to be a blacksmith?
And
That's
the
trade.
same thing. Everything was in the family. Doctors, lawyers, it didn't matter.
Right.
That's it. You followed in the You took over the business.
Right.
You know, that's how it used to be. And then then they made it to where I'm going to go do this on my own. This is when the problem started. When Vietnam came, if you went to college, you didn't have to go to the war.
Right.
It was called a deferment.
Yeah, you don't want to educate a
Uh,
person getting
oh,
shot.
So these people who were dumb, the family would pay for them to go to these colleges to keep them out of war.
Right.
All right. So because they was dumb, they had to make dumb courses. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Liberal arts, philosophy.
Yeah.
No, there's no job. There's no. You get the degree, nobody's going to hire you. There's no job for it.
Right.
But you were in college.
Yeah.
You see, so they made up all of these fake courses for these people to go to keep them out of going to war. Well, then once the war was over with, they had it set up. It was a money-making business.
Right.
So, you know.
Well, a lot of wealthier people didn't want their kids to go
No,
into this
of course not. But that's not what I'm saying.
Right.
Is that if you could have go to college, you could stay. You could keep from getting drafted.
Right.
Okay. Once the war was over and there was no more draft, the colleges were made. They had it. It was a business, and they wasn't going to give the business up. So they just kept on going with it. So anybody could go to college now. You know, anybody, because they wasn't learning anything. They wasn't teaching them nothing. You like some professors stood up there and just yap, and then you wrote about what he yapped about.
Right.
But when you graduated, there was no job for that.
Yeah. So you got a degree, but you can't apply it to nothing because there's no work out there.
Right.
Or that
And
degree.
for the families that was rich, it didn't matter. You wasn't going to work anyway.
Right.
You know, it's family money.
Right.
He's a college graduate.
They,
He's
they
got
do it now, so they give it what is called extra credit.
Yeah.
So they still have that bullshit courses.
Yeah.
They get it because I'm not gonna, I know I can't do that, but I can do this.
Yeah. Because I'll put it to you this way: college, medical field, law, engineering, chemistry.
Yeah.
That's basically it. That's the main, because those are things that are actually there.
Yeah.
All that other stuff is nothing.
Science teacher and stuff like
Just
that. That's just extra,
you don't have to go to college to be a teacher.
right.
You have one book, you have one course that you're teaching. You read that, it's because it's self-explanatory. You read the chapter. Here's the test.
That's like Don. College, he got a history.
I know what you're talking about.
And but he worked at a post office for the rest of his life.
Yeah,
Like simple acts. Why did you choose? I like history. Okay, so you took the course because you want to know about history.
yeah.
You spent 4 years. You got a master's in it.
Look,
But you can't do it.
when I got married, they used to have the encyclopedias at the grocery store. Every week they had a different, different letter. So I would read the encyclopedia, and I told your mom once. I said, when I finished reading this, oh dude, I made it. The yapping and went right. I passed Tizzy up. Dude. I'm on Red Road. I went way past where I needed to be. Okay. Good.
He said,
So anyway, I told her, I said, if once I read the encyclopedias, I'll know it. She said, well, what do you mean? I said, well, damn, everything in the world is right here. This is everything to know is in the encyclopedias. If I can read the encyclopedias, if I know what's in the encyclopedias and the dictionary, I know everything.
right.
It's like I was crazy. I said, well, baby, I mean, seriously.
Yeah, it makes sense because that's everything important.
It's
Everything
in there.
that's properly, it's in there. It makes sense. That's why you always notice you read the dictionary. Read
That's
the
what
Bible,
I would do.
read the dictionary and read the encyclopedia. Robert just sent me a link about Benjamin Franklin. In the London thing, they found a basement that had, I don't know if I'm wrong, but I think it was like 1,400 skeletons that was down his basement.
He used to get dead bodies from the thing, and he would experiment to see how everything would work.
Yeah. And, they had a lot of other stuff in there, and it was unconventional. Well, it was unconventional.
But it wasn't just him. He had students coming. They was learning stuff.
Yeah, he was teaching it.
Yeah.
But they don't teach you that in school.
Benjamin Franklin was something else, man.
Yeah.
He was like he was like Tywin not Tywin, the midget.
Oh.
What's his name?
Oh, yeah, I know about.
He lived in the brothels. That was it. That's all he did.
He used to, all his slaves, he used to have sex with them, and
No, that's Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson. My bad. He was a little playboy.
Tyrion.
Tyrion, yeah.
Yeah, he's like, that's all he did, man. He stayed in France in the whorehouses. That was it. But he had his place where he did all that.
Yeah.
That stuff.
And Robert's like, look, they don't teach you this. He sent me a thing.
No, they don't.
So, but no, because that's why would you care? Now, if I wanted to go to medical school or something, then they'll probably teach me that. Said even Thomas Jefferson, because you're going for that course and it's going to be part of it.
Right.
Even from the beginning of this, we were doing this. That's what colleges are for, depending on what your degree is. That's like Tyler, he went for organic chemistry engineering.
Yeah.
He works for a bank.
Yeah.
He went.
Shari went for 2 degrees. She wasn't working as a secretary the whole time.
Yeah.
The degrees can help you.
Yeah, it looks good on a resume.
Yeah, but most degrees don't have anything to do with yakking too much.
But now he does something to do with medical supplies, engineering, the medical equipment and writing down the use and how, for what it's designed for and all that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing now. So he makes good money, but he invests it all into whatever he's doing,
Right.
But he's not. He's smart, book smart, but common sense he has zero.
Right.
Then he called him one time and said, "Hey, I need to come to your apartment complex and go into Tahoe and get my gym key." No, you're not coming over here and ruin my reputation. He has no reputation. He's a anyway. But I was telling Robert earlier. I said, you know how they always digging and finding stuff, right?
Yeah.
50 feet, 20 feet, they find pyramid, they dig down. I said, I understand over time, dust and this and everything like that, but that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a whole bunch of fucking earth.
Yeah.
That's covering a massive amount of area.
Yeah.
In a 100,000 years.
Other civilizations used to bury other stuff to hide it too.
Right, like 5-6 feet. That'd be it. But I'm talking about like when they're out there and they dig and they find a tip or something and they dig down 100 something feet.
Yeah.
It's this massive period. People ain't burying freaking periods.
No.
But they say because over time, dust and all that.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
That's not what it is. That's not how. I mean, they're purposely burying stuff to hide it because they don't want other civilizations to be known that they. Brandon, you know how much time? 1,000 years is a lot of time, but you could look at 100 years. How much dust is going to accumulate on something in 100 years?
That much, yeah.
Yeah, so 5 feet of dust over 1,000 years.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But I mean, I'm talking.
Yeah. Shit. I don't know where I'm at. Lead me the way, Fox. Okay, I know. I'm just gonna go to this other spot.
Like in the oceans, there's always volcanic eruptions underneath the ocean floor.
Right.
And then every so often an island forms.
Yeah, that.
So.
But I'm saying, like in Egypt and places like that, they're digging and they'll find a temple, a whole temple, even South America, that's buried underneath 100 feet.
Yeah.
And they come to find out that somebody buried it. They was trying to hide it for whatever reason,
Yeah. Well, that's what I thought. Robert said you also got to look at people, earth, dinosaurs, plants, vegetation, and all that stuff dies.
Yeah.
I said, I guess if you was to take 50 square miles of blocked off area and go a million years, it might build some layers on it.
Yeah, 1,000,000 years, but not 4,000 years.
Yeah.
I mean, all that stuff in Egypt is only like 5,000 years old.
Right.
The pyramids, all of that, that's not ancient.
Yeah, and it used to be all green and vegetation.
It used to
and
be
at
like
one
that.
point, that they had the largest vegetation that can feed the entire country.
Yeah.
For 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden gone.
Yep. They've been killing Christians like crazy over there in Africa. They had found a church, had 70 people and 70 Christians in there with no heads the other day. But you don't hear that on the news.
They don't need to go to these third world countries and try to introduce Christ to these people.
Yeah, because it gets them killed.
Yeah.
Well, all that's fixing to stop. Trump is trying to stop all that. All that money going overseas.
I hope those 2 men that used to come in my room, they did all that missionary shit and they travel all over. I hope they wasn't in it.
Yeah.
Because I hadn't seen them in a long time.
Yeah. But that's what happens, you know?
Yeah,
like the guy went to where the cannibals went to make friends with him. They ate him.
Yeah, they ate him. Yeah.
Uber. His name was Uber.
That Paul that UFC fight does some
Rogan,
yeah. He gets this special guest on there, and the dude's like, he went to this country, and these people, man, they they're like savages, you know.
Yeah.
They hunt barefoot. They just use spears, and they got wild dogs, and those dogs are like tools, you know.
Yeah.
And they chase those baboons.
Yeah.
And he says those dogs, they have ribs shown and shit like that. And they still fight to the death.
Yeah.
And he said, and they killed that baboon and they ripped the nuts off. And then whoever killed the baboon gets to eat his balls and everything like that.
Yeah.
He said these people are, you don't want to mess with them. You
Yeah.
know,
Chopper crash right
yeah, people are like, whoa, let's go introduce them to Christ.
there. Yeah.
They got their own God. Leave them alone.
So somebody had robbed me the other day with my crates up here, and then later on they went and they made a base in the garage down there, and I raided it, and all my shit was in there. Not the good stuff, the good guns, and all, but I could tell that those were because I just know, this is my stuff. Because I know what I collect, I know how I stack my boxes,
Yeah, I was telling Robert about that. I said, well, what if the core of the Earth, every so often cracks, and then you get like an eruption, and it builds in layers?
Yeah.
Because if you go back a good ways, they had the astrologers, they were mapping out the star systems as if they had telescopes back
Yeah.
then, and they're accurate.
Well, they got a map of. You can see North America, and it's perfect, and
Yeah.
it's 4,000-year-old map.
Right, and they were able to do all that, and like especially with the planets and stuff.
Yeah.
So I told Robert, I said, we look at it like this, like you have a snow globe, but there's nothing in it.
Yeah.
It's clear, you can see perfect, right?
Right.
You blow a little smoke in it, it's cloudy, you can't see shit.
Right.
But Earth is like that.
Yeah.
So the more clouds and the more pollution and the more stuff, it thickens the layers, so we can't see like we used to see
No.
thousands of years ago because there's too much crap in there. So when you go up north and you can see the sky, it's nice
Yeah.
because there's no plants around it. A lot of the clouds that are floating around is actually from the chemical plants.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pollution.
Yeah. That's like whenever down there where Shannon stays at, when it rains, it's oil.
Yeah.
Because they got waste management over there at night burning their garbage.
Yeah. It runs off into the groundwater. It seeps back up somewhere else.
Yeah. But when it rains, it stinks.
Yeah.
Filthy. That's because all that pollution, that burn and that soot gets in those up in the sky, and then when that fog brings it back down.
Yep.
And it just stinks all of it. Like people building subdivisions around there. Yeah, they didn't clear them all. Like when you cross it through O'Neill,
Yeah.
they didn't cleared all that out. They putting all new subdivision right there. You go through Denham going to Juban, they didn't cleared all that low spot out, and they built a subdivision. They got subdivisions popping up everywhere in Walker, and Denham, in between Denham and Walker. The Florida Boulevard, where you can take the right to go to the on Juban,
Yeah.
they done got all that rigged up. It's chaos, man. It's like traffic is like this. 7 o'clock in the morning, it's like you can't even breathe. Yeah, I get off at 9, or I clock out at 9, and I get home at 10, well, 9:30. It takes me about 7 minutes from Denham to Walker.
Yeah.
And then about 5 minutes to the Shannon's house. And in the morning, if I leave at 6:30, I'm stuck in traffic for about an hour. So a 7-minute commute turns into an hour. It's just horrible. And every night, fire trucks, ambulances, things up and down Russian Road. Every day.
Yeah, it's bad.
people are making because of these wrecks.
Yeah.
He says what it is too much traffic and people are getting impatient and they're in a hurry.
That's where it's always is.
He
People
said, but
impatient.
it's like you got Starbucks right here. So I got the restaurant right here. You got Starbucks right here. You got Motel 6 right here.
Yeah.
You got a gas station here. You got Wendy's right here. You got Don Seafood right here.
Yeah.
So I watch people they want to go to Starbucks. So you got the medium. You turn lanes, whatever. Then you got the lights right here. So I watch people. They all in the lights red. Here comes the car. He wants to go to Starbucks. So he gets into oncoming traffic, drives, gets in a wreck. They had a homeless girl come in there. Hey, came in. Hey,
Right.
She came in and asked if we had throwaway food.
Right.
She didn't come in there and be like, hey, I need a few dollars for food.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So I used my discount. I gave her like a $5 bill. You know?
Yeah.
I made sure she had it loaded up. I mean, loaded up the taco and the rice and beans and all that. So you be safe out there. That's all that's around us, homeless people.
Yeah. I found that place to put these boxes.
They had people traveling. They're like, yeah, we're gonna go to that motel. I said, do not go there. Do not go to that motel.
Yeah.
Why? I said because at 8:30 you're gonna have 4 or 5 cops over there. There's always something going down over there. I said a couple months ago they had a shooting and a homeless dude got shot to death.
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah. Well, why did he shoot him? I said because he had a gun and he was shooting at them.
Yeah.
So he shot him up. Yeah.
Right here. Put my box.
See that bullet hole on that window, that glass? That's one of the bullets that came flying through here. I get homeless people coming in. They had a bunch of Spanish people coming in there, and they come up, they walk up to the drive-through window, and they're like, hey, come in. I said, no, you gotta have a car. Oh, come on, man. No, you gotta have a car to drive through windows, not walk up to them.
Mm-hmm. Wish I'd have found another box of nails. You can only make 4 boxes. Good enough. I'm the master. Map's resetting in 60 minutes, so I ain't worried about these trees. Well, if what time you gonna leave tomorrow? If you're not gonna go to work.
Well, I like to get home before Ben gets home.
Well, what time is that, Brandon?
He gets home at 3:40, 3:30.
Okay, so we can cook some cracklings for you to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I have to leave here about 12.
Okay, we'll get it done. I just gotta get up. It takes
3 hours. So you start
takes
at
3 hours to cook them,
about an hour.
and I gotta take me about an hour to get everything set up. So 8 o'clock.
Okay. See if I can get somebody to cover my shift.
Yeah, well, if not, you know.
But they got that girl. She goes to school, but she gets off of school and she can work the shift. If she wants to. She just fucking spoiled. The day she's like, oh, I can't work. I said, why? I said, oh, I gotta go to New Orleans and file for my immigration and all that. I said, why you gotta go to New Orleans? Okay, that's where the court is. I'm like,
Yeah.
that makes no sense. You can go anywhere. Right? Why would you have to?
Well, I don't know.
That didn't make sense. To me,
Right.
you would have to go to any federal building
Yeah.
and do that, right?
Yeah.
Like you go to a voter's place. I mean, I can drive. So, but an hour before she said all that, she was talking about this concert in New Orleans and all this stuff
Yeah.
to her friends. I was